Today we're going to take a look at one of what I think is one of the most versatile linebackers in this 2025 draft class, and that's Jalon Walker, linebacker from Georgia. And you'll see when I show you the film a little bit later that he lines up everywhere and makes plays from every position. But before we get into that, let's take a look at his PFF numbers and see how they shape out. A 73 overall grade, just defensive grade from 2024, and you can see that's kind of consistent with what he's done in 2022, 2023, and 2024 as well. Played in 14 games each of the past 3 years. His snaps were the most this year because he was like the full-time guy. You see his pass rush snaps, his run snaps, coverage snaps. He had 36 tackles, 15 assists, and 7 missed tackles. And you can see for his snaps by alignment down here. Lined up as a D-line 249 times, as a slot defender, so to speak, 61 times, and as a box linebacker, which is what I think most people are going to have him at or on the edge as well. And he kind of did the same thing throughout his career at UGA. And you see the different number of snaps he's had at different positions. When you go up to the percentages, his pass rush grade is an 83.6, which basically 84. Needs to be better in run defense. Coverage grade is okay as well, so he can play that outside linebacker well. And missed tackle rate is 12.1, which is a little bit high, but that's because he doesn't like to break down as much as I feel like he should. He tries to run through people, which you want a dog that you got to tell to back off. You don't want to have a dog that you got to try to make sick people. And if you just tell him to back off a little bit, gather those feet together and tackle the correct way, those missed tackles will go down. And so let's take a look at some of the snaps from the season to show you all this versatility that Jalon Walker has. And I think he's one of the best prospects in this 2025 draft class. All right, I appreciate you guys for coming back, and let's get into this Jalon Walker film. But before we do that, tap that like button so you can support these videos as I come down the home stretch of the 2025 draft season. We're going to get more into individual draft films, and that's kind of where we headed, and that's why we're doing this today. Let's get started. You see Jalon Walker like highlighted right there, and again, he's going to line up at a bunch of different positions as a blitzer. Getting skinny, just working half the man. It's a good job of just working half the man. No need to take him head on, because if you take him head on, when you look at just sheer like genetics, he probably won't win that taking him head on. Pick a side, and I'm gonna win on that side. Me beating him half a man is a lot better than me taking him head on. And you also see this other linebacker, which is Raylan Wilson, which I coach his brother, coming right off the edge. So they had a stunt going. And a good job of taking on half the man and eventually winning. Getting his hand on that ball. We got him here. Still, now this time he's a little bit further out, but still off the ball. And this is the second different position we've seen him in 2 different plays. Watch him come from the edge now. Now, Arch is the more elusive of the 2 Texas quarterbacks last year, and him just with this slow kind of hesitation and react to make sure he don't kind of flip it out to the back, because I think the back went that way. Did the back go that way? Oh, he pump faked him. See the little pump fake, the little head and shoulder by Manning? That kind of slowed him down. It made him do that. A little subtle move by Arch slowed him down, but then I guess it wasn't open downfield and he went and made the crowd. He closed on the tackle. And that probably should be in the grass. Well, now you got it out. But again, one of the most athletic, one of the most versatile guys. And I'm just trying to show you his versatility. That's all. Look how tight he is to 10 coming off that edge. That's how you want it. Now, 10 probably should be trying to get between these 2 tackles, and 11 coming off the edge. But when you stunt, you want to come right off the butt of the other player. And look how tight he is to his guy. He just got to close. Just got to close. Great football understanding. Well, for the term we normally use is football IQ. Now he's on the edge. This is the first time we've seen him out there. So he should be one-on-one with this tackle here. Great move. And I know you can only catch the tail end of it. Let's see if I can move this over. So I can't. You only catch the tail end of it. And you put it on the other side on the edge. Similar move. The long arm. Now, Clemson guy has pretty much, the same length arms, so you can kind of see this stalemate right here. Look, all you doing is just gaining that leverage. Gaining that leverage. Now all you gotta do is just rip by, and there's the rip right there. Now come flat. Rip and come flat. Look who's right there, the quarterback. So good job with this long arm. Both of them kind of long armed each other. But he got that outside shoulder free. He running the hoop. Now rip. Stay flat. Come here, boy. Still on the edge. Look at the agility on this stunt. This is almost like a basketball crossover. Shuffle. Now I'm right in the hole. Right in the hole and downhill. Look at 75 with the chicken wing. He don't know what to do. We always talk about chicken wing when we talk about offensive line. This is why chicken wing don't work. He just ran right through that. That's almost like him running through tissue. And he gets the pressure on the QB. Now, he gets it off. It is what it is. But that's the pressure on the QB. Got skinny. Back on the edge, which I think is the best position, is on the edge. Look how low he got. Look how low he got on this tackle. That hand almost scraping the ground. So that shoulder, it has to be low too. And when 69 put his hands on, he basically got one hand on his outside left arm and then the other hand on his back. There's nothing the tackle can do with that. And he come with a rip right there at the end. Come here, quarterback. Nothing you can do about that as a tackle. Quickness, technique, speed. Ain't much you can do about that. That's to me what makes him one of the most versatile guys right here. Because he can play on the edge. He can play in the backfield. Well, not in the backfield, off the ball. And just be effective wherever he at. Yeah. The quickness. Look at the strength. I ain't even mentioned the strength. Watch how he shucks 78 and just pushes him back. Get out of here. And this is one of the better tackles in the draft class right here. 78. Just brute strength to go along with that speed and quickness. Just stick to it. This is what I like, part the effort. 78 finally gets him on the ground. The play ain't over. The play ain't over. I'm still reaching and grabbing and clawing. The effort. On the edge here. All right, kind of, you see the athleticism. Him doing this little dance with the tight end, even though neither one of them touched each other. Now 78 nervous, trying to get depth. And when Ewell steps up, he's right there. This is not rushing past the quarterback. This is where that football IQ come in at. As he's running this edge, quarterback steps up. Okay, I know I can't go past the quarterback. I'm gonna throttle down, come back inside. He's right there where I need him to be. Right where I need him to be. We'll end on this one right here. Now you got him in the B gap. We haven't seen him in this position. Either one of these clips I'll put up there. You got him in the B gap. Just the guard has no chance. This guard has zero chance. With this athleticism, with this speed, with this technique, with this strength, the guard has zero chance. All he can do is just try to run him by. This is the best case scenario for 76. That's the best case scenario. But now it makes him move. Now he got the quarterback off his spot. So the other guys can rally and get tackles, which is what happens. Look at him. He's the first one to celebrate. Somebody else got a sack. And that's the part I love about it. Making plays for other people. Because you're a gravity player. Because the people have to account for you and other guys get to make plays. But I just wanted to drop a few clips about Jalon Walker, a guy who I think is one of the most versatile, if not the most versatile linebacker in this 2025 draft class. This is Coach Evans with another film session for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll see y'all on the next one, man. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love.